A secret remained hidden for 100 years until construction workers began renovations. When they looked closer, they discovered something so unbelievable. News crews quickly came rushing to the site. Before we continue, please take some time to subscribe to Dailydose, like, and shares this video with your friends. The world changes so rapidly, we sometimes forget that the past is all around us, waiting to be rediscovered, sometimes literally. That's what one public school in Oklahoma seemed to prove during their renovations. After calling in a team of contractors, the crew found a piece of history frozen in time on chalkboards. As schools make way for more modern whiteboards, chalkboards are quickly becoming a thing of the past, and Emerson High School in Oklahoma City is no different. However, no one imagined what they'd find when they pulled back the walls lined with the old chalkboards. Underneath, another set of slate boards was hiding, perfectly preserved and untouched since 1917, according to the Washington Post. Although it's hard for many of us to imagine what school was like a century ago, the boards provided unique insight. Scribblings and doodles from both teachers and students, long since forgotten, were found, as well as lessons on a variety of things from the Pilgrims to how to keep clean. Other depictions on the boards showed the progress school curriculums have made. Far different from the way math is taught today, a wheel used to teach multiplication appears on one board. I have never seen that technique in my life, Emerson High School principal Sherry Kishore told The Oklahoman. Like opening a fascinating time capsule, everything was there, from math and reading to music and writing. Many viewers were most impressed by the lost art of cursive handwriting, including the principal. "The penmanship blows me away because you don't see a lot of that anymore," Principal Kishore told The Oklahoman. "Some of the handwriting in some of these rooms is beautiful. The words are beautiful indeed. However, the photos of the century-old discovery aren't just mesmerizing to look at. Some speak volumes about the changes we've seen as a nation. I give my head, my heart, and my life to my God," one of the historic chalkboards reads, reminding us of a much different time in our country. Their names are here. I don't know whether they were students in charge that day, that got to do the special chores, if they were the ones that had a little extra to do, because they were acting up, Principal Kishore said. But it's all kinds of different feelings when you look at this. While it might seem strange to younger people, for the older generation, it was a journey back to their youth. It's like you're walking into a time capsule that's been preserved. The chalk is so bright and clear that it could have been done yesterday, Principal Kishore explained. Principal Sherry Kishore decided to show the discovery to her 85-year-old mother, and she will never forget her reaction. She just stood there and cried. She said it was exactly like her classroom was when she was going to school, she recalled. Although the school has undergone several renovations since it was built in 1895, none have resulted in a historical discovery like this. The images do inspire all kinds of different feelings when you see them, so it comes as no surprise that the district decided to work with the city to preserve the chalk drawings. It's nice to see something that evokes such nostalgia, as it gives us a rare glimpse into the past. It's not often we get to see history in such an up-close and personal way. The district quickly recognized the importance of preserving the historical find and brought in experts to assess how best to maintain the chalkboards. With the assistance of local historians, they began the delicate task of documenting and preserving each board. The goal was not just to save the boards themselves, but to capture the essence of a time long past, providing future generations with a tangible connection to their educational heritage. To ensure the preservation of the chalkboards, the district decided to partner with a local museum. Together, they created a plan to carefully remove the boards and transfer them to a controlled environment where they could be properly conserved. The museum also planned to create an exhibit that would allow the public to experience this remarkable discovery firsthand. This partnership was a testament to the community's commitment to preserving its history. Word of the discovery spread quickly, and soon, people from all over the state were flocking to Emerson High School to catch a glimpse of the historic chalkboards. The school organized special tours, allowing visitors to see the chalkboards in their original setting before they were removed for preservation. It was an emotional experience for many, particularly those who had attended school in the early 20th century. The discovery sparked a renewed interest in the history of education in Oklahoma. Local historians began delving into old records, uncovering forgotten stories of teachers and students who had once walked the halls of Emerson High School. This newfound interest in the past also inspired teachers and students to engage with history in more meaningful ways. Class projects were centered around the chalkboards, and students interviewed older relatives about their own school experiences. As the project progressed, the chalkboards were carefully removed and transported to the museum, where they were meticulously restored. The museum's curators were amazed at the level of detail preserved on the boards. Every line, every mark of chalk, was a window into a day in the life of a classroom from over a century ago. The exhibit, once opened, became one of the museum's most popular attractions, drawing visitors from across the country. The museum exhibit not only showcased the chalkboards, but also included artifacts from the time, such as old textbooks, desks, and even items of clothing worn by students and teachers. The exhibit was designed to be immersive, allowing visitors to step back in time and experience what it was like to attend school in the early 1900s. Interactive displays allowed children to try writing on replica chalkboards, giving them a hands-on history lesson. The impact of the discovery was felt far beyond the walls of Emerson High School and the museum. It prompted discussions about the importance of preserving other historical sites and artifacts. Local officials began to explore other buildings in the area, hoping to uncover more hidden treasures. This movement towards preservation also inspired other communities to take a closer look at their own histories, leading to the discovery of additional artifacts and stories. The story of the chalkboards also found its way into the classroom, with teachers using the discovery as a teaching tool. Lessons on the history of education, the changes in curriculum over the decades, and the importance of preservation were integrated into the school's curriculum. Students learned not just about history, but about the importance of preserving it for future generations. For the students and staff of Emerson High School, the discovery became a point of pride. It reminded them that they were part of a long tradition of education and that their school had a unique place in the history of their community. The chalkboards were more than just relics of the past. They were a connection to the generations who had come before, a reminder of the enduring value of education. Even after the chalkboards were removed, the legacy of the discovery continued to influence the school. A mural was commissioned to commemorate the find, depicting scenes from the early 20th century classroom alongside modern-day students. This artwork served as a daily reminder of the school's rich history and the importance of honoring the past while embracing the future. As the years went by, the story of the chalkboards became a cherished part of the local lore. the museum exhibit continued to draw visitors, and Emerson High School remained a symbol of the community's commitment to education and preservation. The discovery had sparked a journey of rediscovery, reminding everyone that the past is never truly gone. It's just waiting to be uncovered. In the end, the hidden chalkboards of Emerson High School became more than just an extraordinary find. They became a bridge between the past and the present, a reminder that history is all around us, waiting to be found. The discovery united the community in a shared appreciation for their heritage and inspired a renewed commitment to preserving the stories and artifacts that connect us to our history.